everyone. Welcome back for another episode of the Rick and Danny Show. Danny, good to be here.
It's great to be here, Rick.
So I think what we should probably start
We've
today...
been here for 2.5 hours, just so everyone knows.
We've been here a long time, actually.
I don't know. I felt like I was faking it pretty good.
You look fresh.
I look rough. I think what everyone wants to know about is actually let's give Brenna a round of applause for kind of putting on our annual Cocktails for a Cause.
Cocktails for a Cause. Good job, Brenna.
Thank you.
So that was awesome. Thank you for those listening who made it out. It was great to meet some people, and surprisingly, Danny, I have to report back. There are people that actually listen to this podcast beyond Brenna's parents.
I heard that, Rick. There's whispers of that. Now, Brenna, can you tell us what Cocktails for a Cause is and why we do it?
Oh, absolutely. Now that I'm on camera.
Yes.
Cocktails is our...
She's always craved the spotlight.
I know. This is kind of I'm feeding her.
I'm the specialist now. I just want...
You did this, Rick.
Please
honestly.
Please take that Celtics hat off.
I have a Patriots one in the car. I have to wear the hat if I'm going to be on camera because my head's really small.
She just has to blur out the logo on the top.
So if your head's really small and my head's really large, in between we could have a normal size head.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. All right. Sorry.
Photoshop.
Anyway, Cocktails
for a Cause. It's our spring fundraising event for our foundation, the Patient Assistance Foundation. And because everyone is so awesome and donates and sponsors from our lovely drug companies.
But not Dunkin' Donuts.
We've got no money from Dunkin'?
No, it's
ever?
I'm working on it.
All right.
But that accounts for like 95% of our fundraising.
Yes.
So you guys going out to that vendor fair is
Definitely.
A+. And this year, we were able to raise after expenses $127,000, and that's
amazing.
That's golf tournament money.
That's amazing, yeah.
Super exciting because of that. We were able to this past year raise our grant amount from $1,000 to $2,500, and also
it's a big increase.
And we just also raised our radiation grant amount. So for patients in radiation treatment, if they get approved, they get a gas card for each week that they're in treatment. So we have patients coming to like St. Augustine, driving 181 miles round trip every day.
Jeez.
And so like for those people, we're given $100 a week now. And we got 75. And so.
Oh, with gas prices where they are.
Yeah.
I filled up
like half a tank.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
You have to put in super. It's above $5 now. It's crazy.
I saw something that I think it was
super duper.
It's a premium, I think. Is that what they call it? Not super?
They used to call it super.
Whatever.
Look it up.
Whatever,
Look it up.
Whatever Midwest boy.
Yeah,
is that what they call it in the Midwest?
Super duper.
Did you have a glass of pop when you filled up the super?
I did actually, yes. My Pepsi that I call pop. Yes.
I was seeing it. I know where you came from, bro. Can't fool me. I was seeing it in California. It was like $7-8.
That's insane. It's crazy.
Yeah, and they're predicting it's only going to go up. So no, I think obviously having those financial resources for patients is key.
And our foundation board is so great. I was reviewing that application and we had approved the 181 miles round trip, and I talked to Beth and was like, we should probably do something about this. And I emailed, and all 6 members of the board responded like immediately and was like, do it. So, we put that into effect essentially the next day. So it's been super helpful for, patients we're treating in the middle of the state that are having to drive.
Oh, yeah.
No,
it's crazy. So,
no, it's exciting. I think hopefully this is momentum that carries into our annual biggest fundraiser, which is the golf tournament coming in October. Brenna, do you have the deets to send out that we could start maybe plugging it on the podcast so we can get some...
Plug it.
There it is. Yes. It's the 28th now.
I just feel gross now that he said
28th.
that. 28th. October 28th.
October 28th.
Yeah.
Yep.
It just got moved back a week, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, October 28th.
World Golf Village,
Slammer Squire. Gonna try for King and Bear next year.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll...
if someone wants to participate or learn more, where can they go?
They can actually email us at rickandannyshow@gmail.com.
Very cool.
And I'll field those because I
do that too.
It's just me.
So
I'm a specialist.
rickanddanny@gmail.com.
Rick and Danny Show.
rickanddanny@gmail.com. If you guys have any inquiries about the golf tournament, want to learn more, want to participate, who knows, you may be able to be unfortunately paired with Danny and I this year. We should.
Ooh.
That would be a
That'd be
fun.
That's a
exciting.
good idea.
People can pay money not to be on our team, and then we'll raise more money for the
Or
foundation.
pay money to be on your team.
No, I think more people are going to be like, actually, I'd do anything not to be on that team. That'll raise more
I
money.
mean, we'll
Trust
see.
me.
We'll see.
I don't know.
We'll see,
though.
I
Rick.
don't think people want to hang out
really-
with us.
People really
People
like
might
you
want to
guys.
play with us. They might. They
They
might.
really like you.
You guys are way more confident in your.
I have to get. I
ability.
have to get Danny's belt, his championship.
Yeah, that's kind of on you.
That again.
It's sort of
Long drive champion belt.
yeah.
Yes.
This is June, right?
Yeah. Well,
He won that belt in October.
been a little busy.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm making your.
I do
Theranostic
plan to
page.
wear it
What are you-
while I'm
what are you having,
walking.
personal growth in
into
your
the
life?
clubhouse.
Oh, okay.
What am I?
What'd you get, engaged or something?
I need to
Buy
wear
a
it from the
house?
car to the clubhouse, like so everyone sees
I
when I
know.
walk in. You know,
The champ is here.
yeah.
Yeah. We should. I have that little portable speaker.
Or actually over my shoulder. It's not around. I'm just
Yeah.
over the shoulder.
You don't wear it. You want to put it over the shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then have like a muscle milk protein shake you're
Yes.
drinking when you go out. That'd be good. I think
Actually-
that's what you gotta do.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna need you guys to get there like a little bit early this year so that we can film that because that would be hilarious.
Yeah.
Sure.
You can do it.
Nah.
And we'll have like very dramatic music playing in the background when I walk
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
It's good.
Rick following behind you with the portable speaker that's just playing.
Yep.
I don't know, something.
I could do that.
And
That would
I
be
have to walk.
hilarious.
I'm already your hype man. Might as well just take it to the
Yeah.
golf course.
I have to walk straight to the range, you know, and just start using my driver.
No, I don't think you go to the range. I think you don't. I think you just start pounding food and just drinking lots of water, and then just show up on the first tee. It's a par 3 with the driver anyway. You're like, it doesn't matter. I'm going for it.
At 8 a.m., I'm smashing burgers.
Yeah,
I'm like
exactly.
eating a big
Protein up, baby.
half-pound burger.
Protein up. If you want to get long like Danny.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love it.
I'll order it.
Love
I'll
it.
order the belt.
I might. I mean, maybe I'll upgrade my driver before. Who knows? You know, go.
Why mess with perfection?
I know. My brother got that new
Stealth.
What's the new Callaway?
I don't even know.
I think it's the Epic. They have an
Epic's been out. I don't
But they have like an Epic
Oh,
like
2.0 or something.
GT. I don't even know what that stands for, but he doesn't hit it any straighter. I'll tell you that much. Sorry, Adam, but you don't.
No, Adam is the Adam is the ultimate. We're going for the home run.
Actually, if he plays, I don't. And actually, we'll have to ask him if he's coming down. Maybe. But yeah, he swings for the fences for sure. But he's oftentimes off the beaten path.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was fun. Yeah, let's do it.
We'll get the
Let's
belt.
do it.
We'll do it.
All right. So
Yeah.
cocktails was
success.
a success. A lot
And
of
we're
fun.
trying to raise. Well, my goal is for us to raise 150 after expenses at the golf tournament. So we're up
That'd
to
be
like
amazing.
I'm telling you.
we're up to like 124 right now.
Oh, really?
But that's that's
Wow.
I'm telling you.
not before expenses.
You
So.
should bid to not be on our team. We'll raise the most money.
I think you're wrong.
Or
I think you're too self-deprecating.
I think
Yeah,
what
a
we
little
need to
bit.
do is obviously if we're paired together and ride together, we record an episode. You give us mics while
Yes.
we play.
I think the
Okay.
mic that would be awesome.
That's a no-brainer.
Okay.
And if we have a way to film my terrible swing and Danny's beautiful
We
swing,
can get like a
we can have an actual
what we can
on the
do?
course vlog, as they call it, I believe. That's right. That's folks.
get like a
I'm young. I'm hip. I know what a
get like
vlog
a
is.
GoPro and put it in the cart.
See, now you're thinking.
That
Yeah.
would be
And then the people we are
That would be
paired
good.
with, depending on who they are, they can appear on the podcast as guests.
Ooh,
So
let's do it.
probably not your brother.
No,
Yeah, sorry.
He's too hot for TV. If you
too
know what I
many
mean.
bleeps.
Yeah, too many. Brenna doesn't have enough edit buttons.
No. No.
That's why we don't FaceTime with them that much with the kids. I'm just kidding. Slightly kidding there.
I don't think you're kidding at all.
So, Danny, you have any summer plans?
July I have off, week off.
I was like, the month?
All
I am
of
in
July.
the wrong. I am in the wrong clinic.
Dr.
How
Sugarman,
are
I'm
you-
taking
how are
all
you
of July
getting
off.
July off. Hot darn.
No, we were either
darn.
going up to DC because my dad lives in Maryland.
This is
Did you say hot darn?
it's a children's podcast. What am I supposed to say? You want me to curse?
Yeah, I'll bleep it.
Yeah.
Don't say hot
If it's
darn,
really bad,
that's-
she'll bleep it.
That's just weird. You sounded like who's the guy on The Simpsons? Ned.
Ned Flanders.
Yeah. That's what that was.
That's interesting.
Yep, that's what that was.
No, we haven't locked down our plans though. So we were thinking of DC maybe, because my dad lives about an hour from there, or Jekyll Island maybe, just like staying up there.
That'd be fun.
Which would be much easier to get to. But
A little easier trip.
lazy.
Would you drive to DC?
No, we would
Okay.
fly.
I was like, wow,
yeah,
that'd be-
but after what happened and I didn't make it back this time, we were just worried about the flights. And they're
Yeah.
expensive. Flights are crazy.
Yeah,
right now.
everything's. I mean,
Yeah,
gas, fuel,
yeah.
travel, hotel prices
Yeah.
are going through the roof.
But we weren't doing anything too crazy trip-wise. I think save it maybe for next year or something. Maybe Scotland. I don't know, Rick.
Yeah,
We'll
that's
see.
true. We can.
You know.
I think that trip will happen at some point. I don't know if next year's the year, but it will happen. We'll make it happen.
Yeah. Yeah. So nothing too exciting. Stay in the U.S. for a week. Yeah. How about you? What's new?
Surviving, man.
Vacay with
Nope.
the fam? No.
Nope. I don't think I have any time off in the summer.
Ah.
I don't think I have days off till August. But
Granted,
we're gonna go as a family, meet some other families and friends at in Charlotte for the President's Cup in September.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
That'll be fun.
That's on the agenda. But otherwise, with as young as our kids are, traveling's
Mhm.
just
No, you don't want to do it.
it's not
yeah.
easy. It's honestly just easier to be home. Plus, we got the beach right here.
Yeah.
A lot of the stuff we would travel to is in our
Yeah.
backyard, as they say. So
And we live in a state where you can travel within it and get to some other places that are pretty cool. I like the West Coast beach is fun to just go over for a little bit.
Yeah.
Even Orlando, of course, for the kids.
it's like they say, we live where people vacation already. So
We do.
might as well. Especially with little kids, it's just so much stuff.
No, plane rides for
Oh,
the
no.
kids your age. Yeah,
Yeah.
your kids' age.
No.
It's just
No,
not worth it unless the trip's like
right,
worth it.
right, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, we're pretty boring. What about you, Brenna? What are you doing this summer?
Saving money.
Okay.
Saving money.
All right.
We actually rode by the house the other day. It looks like a house.
Nice.
So just got the
When's it?
update call. Actually, they got plumbing and electric all run through and stuff. So
Plumbing, electric sounds important, so that's good.
yeah, getting there. I don't know. Our rate is locked in through January 13th. So hopefully before January 13th,
Mm-hmm.
because
Yeah, you don't want to have to adjust for that.
yeah. But yeah, it's coming along. I'm thinking probably like November, December,
Nice.
Cool.
which is crazy.
It's
But-
exciting.
Yeah.
But yeah, just that. My mom's gonna come. We're gonna do some wedding stuff in July, and
When is the wedding?
not till next October.
So you'll move into the house and then
Mhm.
have 6 to 9 months to
Yeah.
hang out. Cool.
Something like that. Save some more money. So, yep. All that adult stuff.
The wide, wonderful world of adulthood. So, I mean, obviously this affects us, Danny. We order lots of scans for our cancer patients to kind of follow their tumors, follow their progress, see how they respond to radiation, how they respond to drug therapy.
Yeah.
I'm sure some listening know that or heard that one of the major contrast manufacturers for CT scans, unfortunately, their production facility has been shut down in China due to the ongoing lockdowns and issues over there.
Right.
What's been, I'll give you mine, but what's been your experience thus far? We're talking pretty much early June right now, and they're estimating it's going to probably go on for at least another month or two minimum. How's this affected your practice so
Yeah.
far?
Well, we've been getting emails almost, it seems like every week lately and every other day coming in with updates about when this contrast shortage may end. So far, we have patients who are getting regular CT scans to kind of monitor their different cancers and kind of even, patients who are completing therapy, we want to know, are they cancer free, or what's the status of their disease. And right now we're prioritizing people that absolutely need IV contrast, and a lot of those studies are ones that are looking more at the blood vessels and kind of differentiating what we need to see in terms of highlighting the liver, or potentially if we're looking for blood clots or different things. So when we're getting these emails, I'm telling patients that we either need to switch and do an MRI scan or MRI to be able to administer contrast and actually see the liver clearly and different organs, depending on what the case is. Or we need to do the scan without contrast. And I think there are certain cases where you can do a scan without contrast if you're not looking for, tumors in certain sites. I think you still could see lymph nodes pretty clearly. You could see, different structures pretty clearly. But, it's kind of differentiating between, do we need to get a contrasted scan? And if we do, I'm ordering MRI. And then if you could do a scan without contrast because you're not looking at organs that necessitate contrast enhancement, then we could do the scan without contrast. And I think some patients will have questions about, are we going to actually see what we need to on the scan without giving contrast? And I think we'll make those decisions for them. I think every patient's kind of different depending on what we're looking for. But it's probably going to cause some anxiety. And, for patients out there, just know we're actively thinking about each case individually and picking what the right scan would be. And there are certain patients who are just on surveillance plans, meaning that we, scan them maybe twice a year or something like that, waiting a month or two on a scan would be okay to do and wouldn't, compromise their care in any way. So if your doctor wants to delay your scan, it's probably because, we feel like the contrasted scan is preferable and we have the time to wait a month or two to just get that scan done. So that's kind of how we've been approaching it on the med-onc side. I think as a majority, I see a lot of emails out there saying, prioritize MRI if you need a contrasted scan, and selecting maybe some patients won't need the contrast. How about you, Rick?
Yeah, I think it's pretty similar. There are times I think we order contrast reflexively where we don't need it.
Right.
And so those cases are the easy ones. You can just turn them to without contrast. I think for emergent studies, like you were saying, if you're looking for blood clots or, brain bleeds or strokes or certain things where contrast may help you, that's going to be, I think what we need to prioritize it for, sort of those more emergent indications. Like you mentioned, liver is a very common thing we follow, looking for cancer in the liver. So without contrast, those scans are essentially useless. So we wouldn't put a patient through a scan if we didn't think it was going to change anything.
Right.
So in those cases, I think, I'm a big believer in MRI as it is prior to this shortage. And so for me, pretty much anything in the abdomen, the pelvis, the neck, the brain, MRI can be, even, in my opinion, if the patient can tolerate it, a better image actually. You get more information. And then a lot of the lung scans we're doing for lung cancer don't really need contrast most of the time.
Most of the time, you're right.
So, from a radiation specific side, the struggle is right now, most of our planning, the base scan is a CT scan that we do our planning off of. So there are certain cases where contrast really helps. Head and neck cancers, certain cancers of the pelvis, having that contrast is important. So I think we're really trying to prioritize and save the contrast for those cases as opposed to other cases where, we probably shouldn't have it anyway and we're not really needing it and using it, like for breast cancer or other things that we treat. So I think it's an individual decision. The other thing I think people, especially those who've already been through treatment and are on surveillance scans, need to understand is a lot of times if you look at guidelines of when to get follow-up scans, there's a range. So even though you may miss your scan, a lot of times, even if it's delayed a month or two, you're still within that recommended window of interval imaging. Obviously if something's clinically changing, that, would change what the doctor would do. But in a lot of cases, these surveillance scans can be delayed a month or two without real risk to the patient. And so I think those are the ones that we definitely would push back if we need to in order to make room for the ones that we'll actually change management kind of more acutely.
Yeah, I think it makes us take a step back and, like you said, identify the patients we absolutely need, the contrast for, and not make, the not mistake, but make the call to give contrast just because we can.
I think
it's not always needed.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that in our medical training, I don't know how it was for you. A lot of these risks of contrast get very publicized. Kidney failure and allergic reactions and all these things. I think good news is in the real world, and if you look at the data, these things are actually extremely rare, like a lot rarer than doctors normally think. But that doesn't mean if you can get away without doing contrast, you should still not give it, even though the downside is low.
Right.
And I think to your point, the shortage kind of forces us to think about what we should already be thinking about, but even more spotlight on what kind of scans are we ordering.
Yeah. Remember when we recently had, it seems recently, like we had the saline shortage where, we weren't getting bags of saline for our patients. And it just makes you think, I can't just reflexively order a bag of saline for everyone coming in. And, which we like to give saline because, a lot of our patients need some help with hydration during their treatments. But we have to, actually think about how we're administering these treatments because everything we give is a therapeutic, intervention in some respect. Either helping us make decisions or helping patients feel better. And if we're using it in inappropriate ways, we're going to take away that supply for patients that need it when they go into the hospital and such. So we'll hopefully get out of this. I think the prediction is maybe end of June, July, or maybe later than that, but we'll see.
Yeah, I think. And maybe it'll also put spotlight on this issue in the future so that they can come up with production fail-safes and secondary options and things like that should, God forbid, something like this happen again. So maybe it'll be a benefit in the long run that we're going through this issue now. At least that's the optimist in me.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's the case.
Guys, you can follow us on social media, on Twitter at Rick Danny Show. That's Rick Danny Show. And on Facebook and Instagram, it's at Rick and Danny Show.
See, that makes more sense.
It does.
I
Rick.
couldn't do.
And then email us at, but rickanddanny.show@gmail.com. So we really appreciate your guys' support, and we'll talk to you soon. Rick says bye, folks.
Goodbye.
That was weak. Do another one. You gotta do like a, this is what you're gonna do. You're already committed to it.
No, I don't want to do this.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
I'll do it for you. Au revoir.